Is that so? I guess the main thing really is oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Always an ad with our apologies and real quick. Okay, so yep, lovely, 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 lovely. Just, dun, 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 dun. I know
All
there's
right then.
life behind.
Yeah, let me share my screen then. Shall I grab latest? I'm not quite ready yet to check in, but I think I can just merge, right?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
push
I think
everything so you can grab it. Yeah. So
yeah.
so let's middle note. Really not.
Yeah, okay. Right. So grab latest.
So
Uh, yeah, let me
I love how like fix it. Fix falling state.
fix. Yeah.
Fix it, it's broken, it doesn't work. Um okay, so I think um so let's identify what the problems are with the fall. I guess first and foremost. Um Me and my trusty notepad. So falling, what are the issues we have? It is in the middle of my notepad. Um
Yeah, there will be some mess to do. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Did you choose something in the character BP?
you can take yours, take your changes.
I think I
You need
changed
it.
it. Okay. Yeah. Let me share the screen. Um, I share it like high res for now, and then I go. Get better when I. Okay, so jump manager manage.
What are the
Uh,
current issues we actually have? Um I'm trying to think what the current issues we actually have are.
I don't see.
Um
Let's see. Um,
oh
this
okay, so
guy.
the animation cuts off. The full animation cuts off too soon.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's the first one. And then okay, so that. There's the full animation cuts off too soon. Then when doing a short fall, yeah, it's just these three, really. Um okay, so let's fix the full animation cuts off too soon. Let me get rid of this debugs for the trigger modifier. Yeah, see, I literally I said I'm gonna have a rule. I'm not gonna leave debugs printing, and what do?
Yeah,
I leave debugs printing.
you do.
uh, very first check-in.
Oh, did you start changing the trace manager? Did you change anything here? Because I completely killed it. I mean, yeah, there is. Let's check this. Do you know what did you change in the trace manager compared to the previous version?
Yeah.
Did you have any changes in the?
Oh, the trace manager. It was just it was just changing it, one of the things from like a DT to a. It was just killing a debug.
Right, okay. That's
That was
fine
it.
then.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
That was literally
yeah,
it.
just take mine because that is yeah, it's gone. The trace manager is gone. I'll show you. Yes, I think I'll take yours here because we got the comments here. They're very stupid. Why is this even a conflict? And why this doesn't go next? Yeah, I mean, that's a bit stupid. Really. What is this thing? What's the actual conflict? This guy? Decline? Okay. To check that we got all of them. Okay. Alright, so character VP, I'll take mine. Yeah, I mean, it's got the. Alright. For me. Right, let's go 7. Check into the so the first thing is yeah, let's go for the easy win first. It doesn't loop, right? The falling doesn't loop anymore. It was looping before.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Let's check out. Yeah, let me check out the animation. Hold on. Even. Yeah, it's just one animation. This is like not even a second long. I'm also, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So this guy, he don't loop at all.
Yeah.
Even this animation, even this loop, it's still a bit like. It's just not that good of an animation, is it?
No, that is one of the longest falling animation that we have. But I think.
Oh, so that's a bit.
I think that we need to really, maybe going to the beach or somewhere just to record a very big drop, just to get the motion right, and then we can loop. At least like record something that emotion that loops, well, sort of loops, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I also think it needs to be a bit more of a less like more of a as if you're anticipating rolls and sticks. You know what I mean? Like one that can transition into those a bit cleaner. I think will be always better. Because this one's actually alright up until like, because then it's sort of like if he kind of stayed in that kind of like feet and then just maybe moved his hands a little bit rather than this drastic change of the feet, it kind of kills it. Which always, and then that always impacts the stick itself. To be honest, so like, yeah, that's one of them ones. It's like, I mean, that is just an animation problem. So if we know that, yeah, we just need a better full loop, then that's fine.
Yeah. So this is the one that we have, right?
You grab your screen.
So thought that. Why is not looping this guy? I thought it was looping. Right, if we do like loop, right, does it actually work? Does it need to loop in the actual? I mean, we need to re-elaborate this, but like,
because the thing is, with
well, let me go somewhere higher.
I think that's not the case for montages, though. Like looping that montage, yeah, that doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, we need to loop them.
I really don't like how it's done. To be fair, the way montages are handled, like you got to create like a section, a loop.
Yeah, you need to create a section that loops, right? I mean, we need to do it programmatically, right? We cannot just but like in theory, right? This is done by let's just pretend that we do it in code. How's it done? It just pick the next section, then default, right? Like this guy, right? Yeah. So this loops, right? And then this guy here. Loop? No. Pick next station. Default. Hey, I wonder how we do it in code, right? What is the code for that? Yeah, okay, yeah. So now. Alright. So that one loops now.
So wait, so what was the change? Sorry, what was the change you made?
So the change is we need to understand how do we actually do it in code, right? But the change is what is that? In the montage, right? So there is the default
your section, right? Yeah.
Section there, and then there was a rectangle here instead of this loop. Actually, let's see if I can undo it.
No, I see.
Yeah, it was like this, right? Pick the next section, right? So I pick default. Well, there is only one section, so pick default, and then it just makes it loop, right?
Makes it loop. I see. Yeah. So that makes sense. So then, if you have like yeah, that makes sense to be fair.
The thing is, we need to do it in code, right? How do we actually? Maybe it's easy to do it in code. Although I just noticed that okay, let me see. Like, is this gonna? Let me check if so we elaborate enemies. Does it crash there? No. Okay, so but this elaborate animation for the falling is completely wrong. I'll show you what. So in the anim character, right? In the switching anim character switching, right? In the falling, right? What it does is, whatever your animation you chosen doesn't really matter. Just choose this guy here. So this is complete hack. So if you see here in our details, like we just say, okay, what is the falling loop that you need to use? This was when like we were trying to do the falling in 3 stages, right? So we said, okay, just this is the falling loop. and this is basically same animation that you see there,
Yeah.
right? So you just take this animation instead of whatever you choose,
Yeah.
and just convert that, right? So clearly this is wrong, but like just one thing at the time. Let's
At a
go
time,
into
yeah.
when we do the montages, and let's make it loop, right? So at least we fix that thing, and then we do it properly. So
Yeah.
animation capture. So it's the root motion extraction does it in place conversion custom, like after retargeting it does this custom pass after retargeting. Yeah, and then it goes if it's falling, add montages, right? Now add montages here. Because I remember this was a little bit tricky to get this thing working. So create set up montage from animation here. Yeah, this is where it does the. Why is that even? Oh, right. This is yeah, no, it's the merge. Okay. Sorry. So it's the montage from. So here, right. The way an animation track is add a new track, new segment. So I think all we have to do is to add a new segment, right? And so let me check here. So any montage, yeah. So here, this guy here, we do pick the next section, and we need to pick the font. So in code, right, we do add the new track, the new segment, and start and end. So okay, section, okay, default. Oh, it's looping. Oh no, it's already supported. Oh wow.
Yes, because so that's it there, right? So
Yeah, that's that. Oh wow. Okay,
yeah.
so why is not doing it? I just need to call it here. So add montages. Yeah. Is looping is okay. That's actually very good.
That's quite handy, I guess. Now, okay, now I probably understand that now in terms of getting it to loop. So just tell it the section to play is the same section. Because when we don't save the next section, it plays the first one and then just plays and then it plays the end, so it finishes it. Quite handy for when we want to do like if we want to loop like different animations and then land, and then use the landing for them too. But because the landing isn't like because we don't use one animation to cover all parameters. Like we don't have a
we don't have a complex,
we don't have like a one that jumps or like I guess it's quite specific, right? Like we break down each animation that you do, so there's no like reload or like the shotgun reload where you reload, empty the bullet, reload the thing, and then go back to normal, and that way you can just continue to like reload the shotgun over and over again until you say you're done, and then you say next section equals that, and it'll stop.
Yes, that exactly. Yeah, that is a bit more. So
I wonder though, could we? No, I'm trying to think of for the landing, right? If the landing is a short landing, could we basically have a short landing where it plays the loop up until it needs to actually land, and then it jumps to that one instead of doing a whole landing animation?
Yeah, no, that was exactly my. I had it like that before. You know when I said well we need to like I really want to have a very long animation that like goes into the
But weirdly, it's not even a long one. It's
It's
more so
slightly
like,
different, but yeah, the
yeah, it's
same
more
principle.
so actually just a normal length one that has a loopable middle section that is the full there where you can be like loop this. So it's sort of like you have your initial transition into the full, the section in which you could loop, and then the bit that you want to land, right? And then
Yeah,
for yeah for the other one, you're basically gonna do that, right? Because I think what it should be like, all the locomotion falls should be exactly that, right? Like you have the bit where you step off the fall, your looping bit, and then the thing is with the and then your land, right? But the thing is, obviously, your land we can specify what landing to do, but I still think we should say like, oh, when you land, like go to your end section. So that if you're then just doing like a running land, or say you're doing like a small fall that we pick, say like, oh, this fall is of height 50 or a meter, right? Then play the
yeah,
meter fall where you drop off a meter. Obviously just fall with physics, but play this animation. And then we'll loop that bit. And the second you land, go to the landing part of that animation you're at.
yeah, but
But that loop, how are you ever going to, you can never get a loop there. That's the issue.
no, I mean, yeah, like if it's too short, in like there is no really a falling animation. It's more like the landing is the landing is your falling animation because yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Well,
already
it is
landing.
just an animation, right? Like if it's because if it's I guess if it's like a normal drop, right? You go into your fall and then you go into your land, and then that's because you want to have your own land, so it's fine. So a very short one where you don't have time to do that. We are just saying
No,
like
yeah, a
play
step down.
a drop.
Yeah, a short fall is just the same animation as going up, right?
Yeah,
But we play an animation with physics to go down, right?
to go down. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah we'll cover that case. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one that'd be good to get done because really it is just one of those like that drop down just drop the way I did it for the climb similar, but we just do it with physics instead.
Yeah. Yes. Blend out time. Why this is not? Yeah.
But then I guess really,
Really?
could you not like?
What? Is it, why is this complaining? About
Could you not just?
Emote. Oh.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, because then I guess once it starts falling, we just say, hey, play that. How far are you from the ground? Pick one that's appropriate. Play that one.
Yeah. So we definitely need. We definitely need. I mean, we have it already, but we need to really use how long you are predicted to fall because we know
Oh
that
yeah.
it's actually what it will actually happen. You know, maybe there is an obstacle in the way
Yeah.
and it will. I think we will need to use that prediction.
Yeah, because to pick it for sure, but then because then I'm also thinking then playing it back, right? Then we obviously need to be like when you're playing back that animation, because say you're dropping 1.5, but the animation drops a meter, for example, it needs to cover that case where it drops 1.5.
Yeah.
I guess that's when we could, but the one that I'm wary about adjusting the play rate, but.
Yeah, no, that never works. I mean,
It always looks
I
dodgy.
tried a million times, but like there is always something that goes wrong in that. It's like, yeah, it's dodgy, but yeah, that is quite a tricky situation because
That's what I mean, like making it work for that
yeah,
longer scenario.
yeah. why is it the idle starting from? What's that? Okay, I think this is. Yeah, okay, I fixed it. Okay, nice. So yeah, now it lives, right? Now the other cases that we need to fix. So that is like okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna check
Tick
it
off.
in when I check in all of the stuff, but this is
No,
like
that's cool.
ticked, right?
Yeah, I'll tick that off
The long animation is looping. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, so the full cuts off too soon. That's fixed.
Now, what are the
I
other
think
two?
it's the shortfalls, and then decide what to do when we do like dive rolls and stuff. I think we should fix the shortfalling thing, because then the deciding what to do when the dive rolls start, I think that's a bit more of a.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, since it could be like equally. So for the shortfall, right? Let's just get a scenario here. Playing. I'm just gonna go there and just right for these guys here, right? So we are here, and we fall, right? So why is he starting from here? So see, this is clearly. I mean, it's not terrible, but it just feels wrong, right?
Yeah, it should. Comparing it to when it did the other little drop down, it's just a complete different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also it does that, like when it lands, it's got that weird. I think the mirroring. There is something really, really dodgy about this. This doesn't. Like... So okay, so the shortfall, right? I think basically, I think the shortfall should be this guy here, right? Should be like going up, right? Did I scrap something or?
No, you're trying to jump up there. It's too high.
Yeah.
I think.
That's okay. So yeah, so it should be like that, right? It should be just one animation that goes down.
Like a little drop down, yeah.
So I have, right? Why does it do that with? Oh, let me actually get it to let me share the screen of 30 frames a second.
I was gonna say, make my eyes go funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So for this case here. So, I mean, this is almost borderline okay, but the other guy, like this guy here, for example, this is absolutely stupid, right? This is just like, nah, it just like doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, ironically, it looks better than the other guy. Yeah, but see when he does that.
Yeah, no, definitely, I definitely agree. It really, like I said, it needs to play like the drop that is short. You know what I mean? That's really what it needs to do, and I think for these cases, especially when it's like. Because I think what the situation for a lot of them, for like even like the dive rolls for the other one, right, is to have the fall have an animation that transitions you into your like base fall thing. So like, well, it depends. It actually, well, that's a different topic. That's a different topic. Let's just tackle this at one at a time. So this guy, I think,
So, should we just try to have a new, very short animation and check, how it behaves, basically? and then we decide, right? So, do we need to change anything in the logic? I added a little bit of logic that says, oh, if you're falling for less than 0.3 seconds, just don't play the landing.
Yeah,
Just go straight into the locomotion.
yeah, I've
So I
seen.
think okay, but I'm not entirely.
Yeah, I think there's something dangerous because it kind of depends on the context. Because sometimes you may want to transition to a full, like you may be sliding, for example. It's like don't locomote, like do the actual full thing. I think instead of that, it needs to really be like, yeah, I don't know. I think it really needs to be like we have our like entry in the section in which we want to loop, right? We loop that section, and then yeah, so we have our entry in the section which we want to loop, and then that's probably that, right? The landing we can keep separate. I think so I'm thinking of the other case. This guy here, it needs to play out a full animation. My only it's not necessarily playing the full animation out. The thing that I'm wondering it's about that animation covering a case more than the like it falling, for example, but not actually landing when it should on the ground.
But so we have some animation that steps down, right?
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
we try
but
to use that?
But the issue there, yeah, but the issue there, right? So say it plays that animation, right? But if that animation steps down 1 meter, but you fall 2 meters instead, right? Then he's gonna land in the midair, right? And it's because of the disconnect of the animation to the physics, and it's not this state in which the physics can take control, and it's just dropping.
But we're gonna still be looping, right?
So you're saying just loop the bit in which you step down?
Yeah, I mean it will look absolutely dog shit, but
yeah,
I mean either way, if we predicted that wrong, then I don't know, like we just need to choose the outcome that looks less shit, no?
Yeah, but I still don't know if it's right though, because I'm wondering, could we get a section of the little drop down? Because I'm thinking of like the drop down as a case, like so when you drop down on something like this high, like medium high, and then you do that little drop down that I had from the climb basically, and you do that bit where you. Hold on, me.
I'll look on the thing on the.
Okay, you look at the stream. Okay. Yeah, so like I'm thinking like when you drop down something of this high, right? We had that animation that sort of like does a little like dugum, like he does like a little step down, like a little drop down.
Yeah.
Now I think it'd be cool to preserve that initial bit, right? But then the land part of it, I don't. The issue is because there almost needs to be a section in which we can, in essence, continue to play while it falls until we then want to land. That's the bit that I'm like what, like there's a part of that is like it can fall an extra half a meter if it needs to, and then does the landing without. But then I'm also like potentially changing the play rate by like 10% for these shorter cases, and then what we just have animate, because then if we were like, okay, we got a back range of animations for these different drops, right, for like depending on like what the predicted one is, right? So we say, oh, you're going to predict to fall a meter, right? Then we're like, oh, we have one that falls by 1.1, So slow it down by X amount. Say how long this one takes, and then just slow it down so that it lands at that same point, right? But within a range, like we calculate and see what would that, like your predicted time to fall, how long would it take? What is that as a percentage of, like, would you have to scale the play rate, and see like if it's within a value, then we can pick that one, and then we just match based on like speed or whatnot. So then that way we're like, yeah, we may slow down the animation, but not by too much, and then we just have to cover a bunch of cases for like if I'm dropping on this high, or if I'm dropping down a little one, or if I'm dropping down like a slightly bigger one. And I think at a point we just say, like if you are predicted to fall more than whatever, like if you don't find one within that range, you just have to do a normal fall.
But we want to. I mean, the case in which it goes very bad is like if we predict, let's say, if we predict 20 centimeters and instead it falls 5 meters, right? In that case, we are screwed anyway, right?
But how could we predict 20 centimeters and it fall 5?
Oh, I mean, there would be millions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there would be some kind of edge case, right? Yeah.
Maybe like you are in a like like there is a very dense
yeah, and then you fall in a gap, right?
Fall through the crack, and like something like there would be cases in which it goes like wrong. For sure, right?
Yeah. I mean,
this is why I'm saying, like, so we know that at some point we will go wrong, right? But okay, let's say the very wrong case, we predict 20 centimeters and we fall 5. So I think because we cannot go back and say now play. I mean, what we could do is, but that will require quite a substantial change in logic. But maybe it's not that bad. But what we could do is, so basically every frame we check if the prediction is still accurate, and if it's not accurate, I say no, look, you are like 5 meters off, then we will switch the falling animation for the next most accurate prediction. So in that case, we will be wrong only in that, in that window, right? In that.
Yeah, because that's what I'm wondering. Like, because then if we can be wrong, can we have some kind of fallback? But for like all the cases like this, then we've got a nice little rate. Because then we could also theoretically say, like, if you have a fall for something, like, because I also think the case here, we predict you're gonna land here, right? But then you move your character, so you're actually gonna land a bit further. So that's actually quite a common case, right? So you vote, and we predict you're gonna land on this guy here, right?
Yeah.
So we say, oh, well, I guess in this case you would just actually just go into like your generic fall. I guess predominantly then it really is just for locomotion stuff. This is the case, like. Well, I don't know, because you could.
Could be.
Because I'm also like, if you ran off here, could we do one where you actually drop and land at this height? Do you mean like play a fall that's appropriate for this kind of distance as well?
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's what I mean. Like it would apply to whatever distance, but if you do get the calculation right, so like for example, say you're here, right, and it predicts you're gonna land there, but then you move off and then you say, no, I'm actually gonna land there. All of a sudden saying go into a shorter land doesn't make sense because you're already mid-fall.
Yes, but that is the case where I think so basically the falling state, right, should like should be a continuous state in which
Hmm.
you can on the fly you can switch into another fold, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, and there
Um,
will be always a little bit that it will look dog shit if we miss the prediction, but
yeah. I mean, I
yeah, but maybe that is more like a bail. I know that it's not gonna be the player's fault, but
yeah, that's tricky though because what if you jump or you run off this, but then adjust yourself in air to land there? Should that really be a bail?
no, I mean a bail should always be if the players got
You know
wrong
what I mean?
input or like wrong, yeah, but not like
Yeah.
enough. Um, well, I
I
think
wonder, could we
we just have to
potentially?
try to see how bad it looks.
Yeah. Because let's let's I think let's just let's get it so that when it falls, it plays out the drop animation, like the
Yeah,
whole thing. No, no, without a landing. Um,
like the small drop, you mean?
yeah, but like the do like the small medium, like where he does the little step down thing,
Yeah, yeah, the step down
the
thing.
little
Yeah,
little drop, not the very very small one, but like this kind of height here, where he does a little like hop down kind of thing, like a. I'm trying to I'm
yeah,
trying to find what
yeah.
animation.
If you tell me the exact number of that animation, I think Toby did a few of them. And I think that we used it in the past, right?
Yeah, I think he did get a few of these. I think I've got some here actually. Drew did some.
Oh yeah, Drew did some in Crawley, right? Yeah, I remember Drew doing something in Crawley. It was it was when he was doing the the small jumps, no?
Oh yeah, yeah, it was. He's when he was going up and down things around here.
Yeah, it was going up and down the jumps.
That's Ben. So here's this guy. These guys. I think it was this dude here.
Oh, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna drink some water.
Yes, these guys. I think this one's a quicker. Yes, these guys here. Yeah, it's like this guy here where he drew stuff up. Yeah, this guy, yeah. This guy. Yeah, it's this dude. So it is like, yeah. He goes in, drops, and does land. To preserve that. Yeah. Yeah, so then if we play that, if we play that guy, and basically then do not play a landing, instead we just continue on with that dude. Yeah, we should be alright. Yeah. Maybe. Because then if we continue on, because I think up to takeoff, and then from takeoff to landing, potentially want to loop. But it's not that kind of animation. That's the thing. It's not. It's not that kind of thing that you want to loop like that. It's not like a looped action, you know.
No, it's not. No, it's not one
It's
of those
just not.
things.
These aren't the ones you loop. You can't loop. It's not. It's not like that.
No.
This system set up for like if you want to reload a shotgun over and over again before doing the final cocking the gun. Not if you want to loop a section of it full.
Yeah. No,
Yes, I mean
the loop
I
would
found a
be
good animation for us to test it out with.
really awful, but you know.
Can you see
Okay.
my let me share my screen in Discord. It's just going to be easier for you.
Oh yeah, because I always have to guess 30 seconds down the line.
So I think this animation here is the perfect one to
Yeah.
debug this with.
Yeah.
Douche. So, should we make it a specific type?
Yeah, actually, we can.
Right, because then we can maybe when we're landing, we can check like the type of falling we're doing to decide if we actually want to just keep on going with them.
Yeah. I mean, I especially say that type of in air. So if it's in air, then it's
yeah. So now,
yeah.
so now it's the opposite, right? So this one doesn't want to loop, so that's good. So then we say,
I mean, we can keep it locomotion because at the moment it's not used.
but the reason why I'm like for debug, there's just so many.
Yeah, there are too many. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
what are the other options that we got?
Locomotion, volts, like balance. I mean, we could use balance for now.
Yeah, okay, let's use balance for now. I mean,
yeah, it saves creating.
Yeah, just don't check it in. But
yeah,
that's fine.
let's start here. In there. We're gonna just manually set some parameters.
Oh, takeoff and landing is completely ignored um, in the phone.
Yeah, no, I know it will be, but I'm just gonna actually, because we might use them for adjusting like the play and what yada yada. But yeah, no, I anticipate it will be, um, but yeah, I want to basically just to check one thing. Okay, cool. So we can see route height at the end versus route height at start, so we know how far you're going down.
Oh yeah, there is. I calculate that if you look at there is a full height in the in the in the common parameter. Oh yeah, is that like full climax? No, what is it? No, scroll up. Yeah, full climax. No, oh, it's jump. What's that? Jump climax, right?
I'm expecting a value of like 70 though. None of these values are quite right. Anyway, we can solve that after. So, um,
Mm,
yeah.
that's it.
So
No.
so we've got this guy, right?
Yeah.
This fool. It's gonna do whatever it does. Do its thing, right? Okay. So that's that. Now, so when we're falling,
Yeah. So when you're falling, right? Um. Actually, yeah. Do I do it yours or should I do it mine?
you could do it in yours then if you know this one, but you could do it in yours. I mean, yeah. Do you want to have my the start and end frame for this animation?
Yeah, yeah. If you give me the
Let me we fire up a stream. Stick your stream on the thing. It's start keyframe. So it's Drew Crawley PK1003 and start frame is 18312.
That's frame 18.
Yeah, I mean you might need to get rid of all the other stuff, but if you just go to 18312 in a scrubber and then just grab it.
Oh yeah. So the 18. So what's
18312.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna grab a drink quickly. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm shattered. Oh.
Yeah, and we do it balanced, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this animation now. In the anime montage, this will loop, right? Yeah, it will.
Dada, have you got music going on in your?
Let me check. Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I was wondering because I remember the stream.
Okay, so it's like this. I mean, of course, it will never. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So because it's not in air, it won't do It will loop the montage, but it won't actually make the animation loop. If we want, we can make the animation loop, but for now, let's
Nah,
just
yeah, let's just play it. Yeah.
let's do that. So
So is
now the
in the code, is it gonna play that?
no, I just need to change one thing in the code. So in the Foley Manager, right? Uh, um, Now, do we have when we do start fall, right? Do we have a prediction of?
Nah, not yet. No, we don't have yet. So here's if you when you scroll down when you say start full, we just say the in air type. So I think now if we just switch it to balance and let's see how that behaves, and then
Okay, yeah. Um, okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, good. Yeah, let's do one thing at a time. Okay. Yeah, so this would always play the animation anyway. So.
yeah.
But it will still do. It will still just go straight into locomotion, which is correct. It won't do the landing because it's only it's falling like 2 liters, right? Doesn't actually. Did it do it?
But do you want to try a higher one? This is one of those low ones. The one on the right.
Yeah.
Do you want to try?
Yeah. What? Oh, we go like a super long blend, right? So that will actually not even play, almost, right? But like, which animation is it playing? This is why we need to get back there.
Yeah, some of the we need some of the debugs. Um, yeah, let's
Actually,
grab.
let's do the rewind, the debug, right? The rewind thing.
I'm gonna do it on my version as well, just so I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
some of it's just
yeah.
easier.
What? Okay, so record. Okay, pause eject. So you chose yeah, you chose that one. But like yeah, like okay, so the problem there is like you know what? I think that animation might just be okay, is but the blend time is so long that it doesn't even
Yeah, you're blending in the whole length of the guy anyway. Let
yeah.
me. I've just done that on my end as well. I've just changed the blend, however, to 0.2. You do it on yours too.
Yeah.
Let me see
Yeah,
how
because
that
like,
behaves.
how did we do the how did we do the step down before? They were working quite nicely, right?
They're
So
a whole lot. They just play an animation and get to the ground.
yeah, but this is actually what we're doing. We're just playing
No,
an
but
animation.
they're no physics. They're not using physics at that point. They are playing like we're syncing up the ground with the.
Yeah. But
Now that we could do, right? But the okay, yeah, no, okay, mine does do it. Let me. Ooh, right now she doesn't look terrible. Hold on.
he actually look quite cool.
Yeah, I know. It looks kind of not complete and utter dog.
In
Um,
fact, he may be better than the other guy. I mean, yeah, yeah, So what is it actually? Why
Oh, but
are they
I think
blending?
mine actually goes into a land though. Hold on, mine might go into a land. Does it? Let me check. Might not though.
Right?
No, mine doesn't go into a land. To be fair. That wasn't that bad. That one though.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's just that it sounds very weird. It just freezes basically. Like there, it doesn't really. I mean, it's not absolutely like it's not 1,000,000% wrong. It's just like 50% wrong.
Yeah, it just doesn't have that. No.
I mean, in theory, right? We should start to play that animation before it actually detects the fall, right? Because we are basically
That's the
saying,
thing.
yeah, we are basically saying playing the fall animation, but it's already falling. So can you re-elaborate that animation and starting from, it needs to start from the climax. I mean, from the bit where it starts going down, right? Yeah, almost like
Yeah,
there,
it's
I
like
think.
there, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's already off anyway. But then the animation is so small that the blending is gonna be
I mean,
butchering it.
because I mean, does this even have enough time to blend in?
Yeah.
Not really, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So yeah, you just don't have enough time to blend in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tricky scenario to be honest because yeah, it does open up. My only issue that the reason why I don't like this, I think it's not as robust in because like at least with the other guy, it was like really robust in handling all the ed cases. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, you've just got your full, right? And then it's like you're going into your full. Like you may pick a different one, but you're going into that full, and then therefore it's a lot cleaner in that sense. Whereas this guy really struggles to handle those edge cases well. Of like so example this like here for example like if I was to like jump or something and that's my thing there like I'm already seeing quite a few or like this guy right like the prediction may give me there but physics really may want to take me off because then if I walk and do that it's one thing and then if I you know what I mean so and then it doesn't also preserve momentum as well and look then how it looks against momentum looks dodgy. It's because obviously yeah like if you like walk off this guy versus if you like sprint off it. Right now, momentum's preserved pretty well. Yeah, that's a tricky case, man. Um, didn't we have? I swear we had some of the locomotion animations. Because then I'm like, if you were to loop an animation like this, I think it'd be way cleaner. But
Yeah, those were the very wrong one, right?
yeah, the ones that go into two. But I'm. But if I did, that's already a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think then what we need to have is this guy then goes into a full loop of its own. Like it has its land point that where we're thinking lands and then goes into a full loop. But so if so okay, so hold on. So if let me first just adjust this blend quickly. Um oh, 'cause I have got it really, really low. Let's go as let's do that. Now this may be too much still because I actually think it will be, but yeah, let's try this because I think here. That's a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
obviously,
So, I mean, that's almost okay. I mean, it's fine until it lands, right? And now, when it lands, it's got that. It almost looks like he's choosing the wrong mirroring. Like, that's really a weird. I mean, that one looked okay. Still, like, I don't know why we had so much foot sliding now. Maybe the trajectory needs to be. See there, right? Why does it go on the other foot?
is that going straight back to locomotion,
Yeah.
or is that doing a landing?
No, no, you should go straight to the promotion.
Feels like it's doing a landing. Wait, hold on. Let me debug. When we play an animation. Yeah, this guy here. All right, let's do this. Let me debug this. Let me know what's playing when. I think I know the solution. I think they all transition to a full. Like we just preserve the start. Like we preserve the initial start of the full, but
Yeah.
they all transition to whatever full. Like they are actually all going to transition to a falling loop. See, yeah, it's playing the landing. I thought so. Okay, hold on. Let me up that. Um,
It's playing the landing. Check if I got in the Foley Manager. I got
yeah, I think
check.
I know what it is. Yeah, let me just up it if it's less than like 0.9. Let me just up it quite a bit. Oh wow. Ooh. See, that looks like it's going back to local. Okay, that's going back to locomotion now. It's not that bad.
That look okay.
Now, obviously,
Yeah, I
you've
mean,
got a bang. You mean to?
yeah, you got that. I mean, okay. Some of them they look fine. I mean, that looks fine, right?
Yeah. That's me. What if I did? Oh wait, hold on. Let me do this first and foremost.
Oh wow.
Now you do have that. Oop, right, that's a bit crazy.
Yeah, there is always that little bit of but I think that is when it really blends from a velocity zero place to non-zero, right? I don't think we can ever get away with that unless we we don't do that. Like for the shortfall, we don't do it in place. I mean, maybe we just keep moving the y axis and not the z. Actually, maybe that's it. I mean, in a way, it's not terribly wrong that it's doing the adjustment when it lands, right? Because it's quite natural to do it. It's just the fact that it doesn't really look fluid in
Yeah.
the way that it's doing it.
Yeah.
I think it also like shows like the animation shows the wrong fit. It just like it's going backward. What the hell? Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if you just picked a better guy. Would it not be so shit? um, also, like, let's. If I said, let's move this black box. Well, I'm wondering.
See, the video is slightly off there now. I think now that landing is mostly fine. I think it's slightly off is that uh like he's doing a step. Basically, he's doing a step off, but he doesn't continue with the step. It like it's just like frozen the leg.
Mm. So it really seems actually it's about what it blends out into and what it blends into from. That I think what will definitely work is picking the initial fall based on this predicted distance. Like the but all of these transition into a longer fall. They all do. So you could fall off this guy, it will do that, and then transition. I mean, ironically, rather than doing whatever roll, it would then transition into. I mean, ironically, yeah, and then it would then transition into whatever thing you wanted it to. So with here would do a little step one and then go into the longer fall.
See,
So it would
you
do
see there, right? The landing now is okay, but then like if you look at the forward fit, it 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 stops. Like it doesn't go forward anymore. So maybe like can we like, how much is the blend into the falling?
0.4.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Let's drop a 0.2. See how this looks.
But no, yeah, 0.2 is gonna be the opposite, right? Like,
Yeah.
so
Well,
in a way, we want the leg to continue the movement as much as we can while fall. Yeah, while yeah, we
it's
basically
quite a
want.
tricky case to be honest to
Oh yeah,
handle.
It's really, I don't think there is really an easy. See there, right?
See, that's just completely wrong, though. That needs to
Yeah.
mirror. Oh, I dropped my controller off this thing. Crap. Hold on.
So if you do a very long blend, would that motion of the locomotion be preserved better?
Well, then, let me take it back to whatever it was previously before 0.7. I think it was. When is the bill going to become available? Because we're shooting for the end of this month. But yeah, next few weeks for sure. That's why we're just up late, just trying to get it all. Final few things, just package it up and done. A while ago, when you were able to take like small steps for stepping off, and it looks so smooth, I started stuff. Yeah, no, I had that. Had that exact thing. Now this preserves it more, but you really do lose the It just kind of floats. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what the thing is? Right. It's actually quite hard of a scenario to do, because the truth is, to get that perfect like step off, you really have to predict that you're gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
to do it once you've started falling,
Yeah.
because you don't have time to be like blend into this
Exactly.
beautiful thing from whatever
Yeah.
position your body's already in.
Yeah. It's almost like a poison callus, right? It's like you are already in a complete wrong pose, and you can never recover from that.
You can't recover, but you don't know, because the player may want to jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't say like, "Oh, now do it," because well, the player may want to jump. Um, because I remember when I had it before, and
Yeah,
I had
that
him
is
like,
completely off.
yeah, I had him like, it's just wrong. And I had him dropping off, but we were syncing up the ground points. And that looked like butter though. That's the thing. It looked so perfectly real. Um, it's yeah. I think we've got to find a compromise for this one. I'm trying to think what the best. I mean, this is not a definitely too long of a blend. Let me try and find a better.
It almost looks like that if we predict that the fall is small, it almost looks like almost better not to do anything at all. Keep the locomotion going. Maybe at a slightly lower play rate. It's just like it's very dodgy, but See, is that like that doesn't move? That leg is okay. So hypothetically, right? You know when you do start falling, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
can you always ignore it? Can you always return false in in the camera
Yeah.
and just and and that would just basically do the locomotion, right? But I think for very small fall, I think that is pretty much the. I think for very small fall, that should be part of the locomotion. You know, it should be an animation that goes down and keeps going with the current phase. Blah blah blah. Right?
Hmm. Yeah. And then you know what we could do? Maybe then we just use IK. Some foot IK to
Okay.
bring some foot IK to get the feet to the ground rather than actually a whole ass animation.
Oh yeah. See, that of course is wrong, but it's
Yeah.
almost
It's just
better than doing the
yeah,
shitty
it is.
one, right?
It is almost better. Because I'm wondering here, right?
See,
We
there,
wouldn't have
if
tricked,
we slow down the play rate, then we don't even notice, right? Because the
but
problem with that is just it does the step in midair, right? But
yeah, but I mean, yeah, at this point, you're just yeah. But I also think I wonder, like, yeah, I
if we
wonder
could
if we
take
could,
only one step off, that would be perfect, right?
but I wonder if we could procedurally do that drop down. So like now, right? Make the foot want to go to the ground. So
Oh
like
yeah,
here, right? That left foot will now pull itself to the ground. Sort of like in a like so I mean, I don't know if I have a full body IK rig here. I don't know. Oh, okay. But do you see what I mean? So I'm
yeah.
saying, because then we say, oh, like, so he's running like this, right? As if it's, wait, oh, hold on. Okay, so this guy doesn't. Right, so he's running like this, right? So he's doing his little run on the thing on the ground, yada, 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 right? Now, if all of a sudden I say, oh, I actually want your foot to be down here, right? We can procedurally, because I don't think with this, um, Oh, to be
Yeah,
fair,
we
it's
need to
quite a
move the
fancy
feet
rig
as
I've
well,
got
right?
going.
But yeah.
Yeah, because I already adapt the pelvis to it. Like this rig kind of does it. Because I mean, I think I was using it for stairs, so that as you go down each step, it would do it. And now I was handling it for stairs, and that way, as you drop down each step, it would drop the body. And I think that is just this case, right? This is like one step where you'll keep doing your animation, but instead now procedurally we'll say, okay, well, you now want to be on the ground, so start bringing your foot towards the floor, right? Which will sink your pelvis and drop your other knee, but that will, in essence, theoretically, create this animation here. So, so to see the way this guy is right now is, I mean, it's almost it's ironic how identical they look. Um, you know what I mean? Um, and that way, then we are just technically like, okay, well, you know, within a, if you're meant to be grounded, pull towards the ground point kind of thing. And so I'm wondering, can we just be a bit more clever with the control rig to generate that point as opposed to it's quite a handy little control rig actually I've got there.
Yes, I think that is definitely even doing it just slightly. Okay, so now they fall off on the small surfaces. I think it looks better than playing that an
Yeah, for
animation
sure.
anyway. Right? So just having a little bit, even if we do it that 10%, I think it can only make it better, right?
That's what I think. I think, yeah, that little bit of foot IK to just basically be like, as I'm dropping off, it just says, oh, okay, my foot needs to be on the ground. Like, start to, try and get me there. You know what I mean? And start to adjust myself to my ground point and bring my pelvis lower. We might need to be a bit clever with it in terms of what's it called? Yeah, in terms of doing that, or when we do that, because you may technically both, they're not always grounded. So like they will maybe in air, so you don't want both trying to grab the ground.
Yeah.
Because that would look silly. But I definitely think, yeah, I actually don't see why it wouldn't work that way. Like, because I remember I did that for the staircase to handle staircases.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just imagining it now. Can you see what I mean?
The forward foot, when the foot is most forward,
Yeah,
drag it to the ground.
the ground, and adjust the rig of it with it. So in this point here, the left foot now would go towards the ground, right? And I would adjust the pose, and then the right foot may do the same too, and then the carrot's still falling and whatnot, but it's just your pelvis and whatnot, and then eventually when you reach the ground, it would just go back to normal.
So,
and now we only do that. Say again.
Another way that we can look at it is, so if we know how long does it take to do a full stride at that like locomotion speed, right? Let's say that it takes. See there, right? That we don't have we don't clamp the fall. I think it's actually. Can we do the? Can you do the dive roll of something? Yeah, so this is what I mean. Like, it looks wrong, but it looks better than doing anything. Like, Like not doing anything, it looks better than because that it almost looks okay. See that it's like oh, that's crazy.
I was spamming it. It wasn't a bug. I was actually just. Oh yeah, we don't fall now. So he's like, I'm getting there.
Yeah. That's actually wow. That like arm jump was like weird. Like kind of satisfying in a way.
But no.
Yeah, so I was saying, oh wow, yeah, that's sort of satisfying. So I was saying another way that we can look at it is if we calculate how long does it take to do a stride um, at that locomotion speed, right? Um, then we can say when you're falling, reduce the animation play rate in a way that it always does only one stride until you touch the ground.
Mm.
So
That's
in
good.
that way, we don't need IK, and it's probably
But
gonna look similar.
I don't know because I think that IK will basically create that step down for us procedurally.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean, but like, so let's say that he's gonna do like those couple of like yeah, like if he does two step in midair, it will look messy with the IK, right? So maybe we need to do both. See there, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
will look messy.
For sure.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
it will get it going.
I might try it. Okay, hold on, because I am shattered. I'm gonna lie to you.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so I think I totally forgot I had this rig. What a handy rig. I'm kind of glad I had made it. You know, actually, it's actually quite good as well. To be honest, like it's actually quite a pretty.
That is pretty good rig. Yeah.
It's actually quite a pretty good rig, isn't it? I totally forgot. I mean, oh yeah, and I'm forcing, and I update the rotation. No, I do it here. Oh yeah, preserve that rotation alpha. Yeah, look. Doosh. Kick the ball. Yeah, because I'm moving the ball of the foot, not the actual foot, bro. But yeah, because it would be sick to see this. Because I don't know, I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? I'm seeing that step down right now. This is what I'm seeing, and for that reason, I'm like, well, this is the animation I'm trying to get. Then it makes no sense not to try. All right, okay. So millionaire, hold on. So okay, let's make a plan of action. Yeah, yeah. The run animation is these are all just. I mean, every animation you see is a placeholder, really. Um, the run animation is still it's so such a goofy animation. Um, okay, so let's okay, let's do.
So I think we can split into two, right? It's like the shortfalls, right? Let's calculate the stride and introduce the IK, right?
Yeah.
We may
So
just only need one of the two, but or maybe we need both, or maybe one or the other. But I think we can split it that way because if you want to have a look at the IK rig, I can have a look at that having that calculation. That
yeah.
you can parallel with that.
Okay. Let's let's do that tomorrow. I think that could work because if what this I'm seeing here already looks significantly better. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah,
kind of just like it already looks way, way, way better. So for that reason, it's kind of like doesn't make too much sense to not. You know what I mean?
because also we need to start introducing the control rig back. You know, lots of other cases like the even the Honda K. Yeah, we will need the control rig to be like we will need to be in complete control of that control rig anyway.
Yeah, because okay, so tomorrow I'll create a control rig. I'm just gonna do a new one because yeah, I'll create a new control rig. Um, okay, so yeah, so if I do the IK stuff to see if we can get that working, and then you tackle the stride thing, then we'll sync up together and see if one or both makes it work better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think tomorrow let's just make a call. Like during the daytime, let's just make a call. Either or I think worst case scenario, we go with this. Like I
Yeah,
I, I think
worst case
basically
scenario, yeah, small step
we just
wouldn't do anything.
we just do this.
Yeah.
I like
I
it'll
mean, I
survive for
think
zero
we'll,
12.
to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for bigger falls,
We just keep it as as it is, right?
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
think like I'm pretty happy that we got a backup plan which is better than what we had when we were doing it properly.
yeah,
And I don't know, I mean, it's quite bad, but it's quite
no,
bad
no, I agree.
news. But in a way, yeah, it's good. At least, yeah, at least we had that. Yeah. Because there will be a lot of cases in which, you have small gaps and you don't really want to try to
You don't
mess
even want to
around.
drop, yeah.
No, we got no time for that. This is like blending free animation in 0.1 second.
It's just not possible. Yeah,
I really think the proper way of doing that is to do it with not now, but like maybe whatever version in the future is doing fully incorporated in the
Motion
locomotion.
motion.
Just say, okay, yeah, it just goes.
That's what I
They
think.
do a lot of runs out of small steps, and we use them, right? Yeah. With IK, right? We just use IK. I think
That's what I
it's
think.
the same way that Daniel Olden did the learned motion
Learned
matching,
one, yeah.
right?
Because I think that
Yeah,
is the case. I think it's actually because what really should happen is our trajectory should hit the ground,
exactly. Yeah,
and then it should pick an animation to do that drop
yeah,
by incorporating, and then it should pick that and play that and make it match.
yeah, and making match with IK, right? For sure.
With
Right?
obviously, yeah. So with IK, that's so. I think regardless, we're gonna need the IK rig. So let's bring it back. I'll bring that
Yeah.
back tomorrow.
And also,
Okay.
we need the IK rig for the food. Also, and I think we need to do food planting in this version, because I think we cannot get away with that ice skating. I mean, I say it's just way too slippery. I don't know really why it got so much worse. Well, I know it because we tried to tidy up the control with the motion matching, right? But that is it's just way too sliding. So I think we will need to just, fruit planting anyway. So we need the fruit okay anyway. In one shape or form, we need it, right? For this version.
Yeah.
I think it's not avoidable.
No, yeah, I agree. Okay. All right, we can call it there. So tomorrow I'll make the IK rig, and I'll do the for the body, I guess, that we could use for our locomotion IK rig, and this will handle this kind of stuff, staircases, all that stuff with any movement going around. Yeah, our control rig basically, and then we go from there and tackle what's next. Okay. All right. Oh. Wow. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna have the best sleep ever. All right, then I'm gonna shoot off. I shall see you later stream. I'm gonna get some sleep. And tomorrow, yeah, plan of action. Hopefully, we get this falling ticked off tomorrow. If we tick off the falling tomorrow, and then the collisions and ragdolls, we're laughing. Then we just got these, and then we can release 012. And this is just releasing the thing. So we then got full things. This is gonna take a week, but we're not too far off. I'm talking to myself because my Discord has died. My Discord died, so I was just talking to myself for like 5 seconds. Anyway, yeah. Alright, I shall catch you tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow, David.